Now that we're home from our first family cruise, we've had some time to really think about our experience aboard Wonder of the Seas. There were definitely things we absolutely loved, a few things that surprised us, and a couple of things we definitely do differently next time. So today, I'm sharing our honest thoughts after our first family cruise and whether we'd actually cruise on Wonder of the Seas again. Okay, so let's start with our overall first impression of Wonder of the Seas. The first thing, honestly, has to be the size of the ship and exactly how large it is. And even though I knew before we left that Wonder of the Seas was one of the largest cruise ships, I don't think you really understand the size of it until you're actually standing there. There is so much to see and do, and I feel like even after a few days, we still didn't get to see everything. I found it a little bit overwhelming trying to find or figure out where everything was, but once we got our bearings, everything was much easier. And for our first family cruise, I really liked that there was something for everyone. We were not interested in all doing the same things, but there was enough activities and spaces that we could all find something that we can enjoy. Overall, I came home feeling like Wonder of the Seas was a really good first family cruise for us. It wasn't perfect, and there were some things that surprised me, and I'll talk a little bit about that throughout this video. But overall, I would say we had a really good experience. But before we get into everything we did on the ship, let's talk about our cabin. As a family of four, I was really curious as to how comfortable this room would be. And honestly, I was pleasantly surprised about how well it worked for us. We decided to book an ocean view cabin rather than a balcony room cabin because we felt like it would work out better for our family, and it really did. The room was spacious enough that all four of us could move around comfortably, which was important to me. It never felt like we were constantly in each other's way. We also had plenty of storage for everyone's clothing, and the one thing I really appreciated was being able to easily slide our luggage underneath the bed. That helped keep the room feeling much less cluttered. The bathroom is definitely small, but I actually felt like there was plenty of shelving for all of our toiletries, so we really didn't have a problem finding places to put everything. And of course, we really enjoyed having the ocean view. For us, it was a perfect way to still have that connection to the outside without needing a balcony. So, would we stay in an ocean view room again? Absolutely. It worked really well for our family, and I definitely think I would do it again. Also, I have to mention our cabin steward. She was very accommodating and very kind and helpful throughout our cruise, which really made us more comfortable as well. Next, let's talk about a really big part of the cruise experience, the food. Overall, we had some great meals on Wonder of the Seas, but I wouldn't say that everything was a hit. There were definitely some meals that stood out to me. I really enjoyed the shrimp scampi and the mushroom risotto, and breakfast was another favorite. Of course, there were plenty of desserts that we enjoyed along the way. Where I was a little disappointed was the windjammer. I expected there to be a little more variety, especially since it's one of the main complimentary dining options on the ship. I was also surprised by how many dining options were specialty restaurants rather than complimentary. So if you're someone who likes having lots of different included dining choices, that's something I definitely keep in mind when planning your cruise. We definitely ate well and had some really good meals. I just think my expectations were a little different going in. But one thing that I don't think you'll ever have to worry about on Wonder of the Seas is finding something to do. From the moment we stepped on board, everything felt like part of the experience. From our first milkshake at Johnny Rockets to our last, we always found something to do. Alex had a chance to try the zip line, and we were able to have Michael participate in miniature golf. We enjoyed the evening entertainment, and of course, there was always time just to hang out by the pool. You were never bored on Wonder of the Seas, that's for sure. CocoCay was definitely a highlight for us. The island is so big that we didn't even get to see all of it, which just gives us another reason to book another cruise. Boys really enjoyed the pool. There were plenty of great food options, and I love that there were so many different areas to choose from. Honestly, CocoCay was probably my favorite part of the cruise. Nassau was a little different. My husband and I had been there before, so we thought we'd be able to handle to get off the ship and enjoy the island on our own. But we really didn't take into consideration just how hot it was going to be. So if we were to do Nassau again, I think we'd plan our day a little differently. I also want to share a little bit about our experience cruising as an autism family. Before the cruise, Michael's speech therapist created a social story to help him prepare for his first cruise, something we found really helpful over the years. Our travel agent was able to arrange expedited boarding, which made embarkation day much smoother for us. Once on board, Michael did really well. He slept comfortably, loved spending time in the pool and the ocean, enjoyed the food, and was patient while we explored the ship and watched the shows. One of my favorite memories was seeing him participate in miniature golf with us. We always try to encourage him to try new things, even when we're not sure how it will go and we just try. Overall, we had a really smooth vacation as an autism family, and there's nothing that would prevent us from cruising again. I would just encourage other families to do their research and find out what accommodations are available before they go. So would we book Wonder of the Seas again? Absolutely, in a heartbeat. Now that my boys have experienced what a cruise is like and knowing what a wonderful time we had, I would definitely cruise again, and we would definitely book Wonder of the Seas. For our first family cruise, I couldn't have asked for a better experience. There are things that we learned along the way and definitely things I would do different, but overall, we had a really great time as a family together. If you are considering Wonder of the Seas for your first family cruise, I hope this video was helpful. And in case you haven't seen the full vlog, I will link it below so you can take a look at our experience. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.